Time now for the shocking stat of the week, and it's a big number, I'll warn you. It's the total amount of money that the Canadian federal government has to borrow over the next 4 years. And that includes rolling over maturing debt, which is about $473 billion per year. Plus, we've got that $360 billion in deficit spending, which includes campaign promises and military spending. So the total, without any policy adjustments for the new spending or cutbacks, we have to borrow is a shocking $623 billion this fiscal year and each year after into 2029, 2030. Now, 76%, I say, is rolling over maturing debt, 24% for new spending and interest. But Canada needs to borrow, though. Think of that number. If that's per year, between now and 2029, 2030, that works out to $2.2 to $2.5 trillion. Numbers so big, they're hard to comprehend, but they still should be shocking. The big question, though, is who is going to lend Canada the money by buying our government bonds? And what's the interest rate going to be? Especially given that inflation continues to erode real returns for bond buyers. Hard to recommend them, while the dollar's buying power continues to erode every year. Let me give you an example. Think about this. If an institutional investor or a pension fund had bought a $1 million Government of Canada bond in 2005 and it matured this year, and they get their $1 million back. But that $1 million would buy only about what $660,000 bought in 2005. That's a 34% loss of purchasing power. And then the big problem, rarely discussed when it comes to attracting the capital we need to afford our borrowing, to lend us money. We need people to do that, institutions to do that, is that we're competing with every other country, including like the US, UK, France, Germany, in trying to attract investors to buy our bonds. And that puts a scary risk in upward pressure on interest rates.